On the evening of March 13, 1997, a UFO sighting occurred in Phoenix, Arizona. Thousands of people saw balls of light hover over the city. It made no apparent sound and seemed to move in unison. Police officials had to deal with numerous 911 calls that were ringing off the hook. Even truck drivers that day were contacting each other over CB radio about this massive formation. Reports indicate the object was boomerang-shaped and between 1 to 2 miles in length. A man by the name of Bill Greiner reported seeing fighter planes around Luke Air Force Base, headed in the direction of the craft. This story became headline news for Phoenix residents. Witnesses thought they saw something out of this world, but skeptics weren't easily convinced. Many thought it was military flares dropped by fighter jets performing a night training exercise. What took it one step further was the famous video footage recorded over a balcony, showcasing these huge amber orbs materialized out of nowhere. The mystery behind Phoenix Lights continues to be a topic of discussion amongst UFO enthusiasts due to the countless unanswered questions. The real question is, was it really just a flare or an alien spacecraft? For 16 months, a killer was on the loose during the early 1970s. He was dubbed the Freeway Phantom. All 6 of his victims were young African-American females in the Washington, D.C. area. His first victim was 13-year-old Carol Spinks, who was snatched off the street while walking home from the store on April 21, 1971. Her body was located in an embankment alongside I-295, just 6 days after she went missing. Spinks had been sexually assaulted and strangled. Another victim, Darlena Johnson, was found on July 8th, near the same area where Spinks' body was placed. Nearly 3 weeks later, 10-year-old Brenda Crockett did not return from her trip to the store, but was able to place 2 calls claiming she was held hostage in a house by a white male. Sadly, her body was discovered near the interstate soon after making those frantic calls. One of the victims had a note that was written by the Freeway Phantom that said, "This is tantamount to my insensitivity to people, especially women. I'll omit the others when you catch me if you can." A 58-year-old man, Robert Elwood Askins, had a long rap sheet and was considered at the time to be a probable suspect. Askins maintained his innocence even after his death in 2011. Despite conducting an extensive investigation, the Freeway Phantom remains unidentified. On December 19, 2014, at Pocatello High in Idaho, some unexplained activity was caught on surveillance footage. The camera shows what appears to be a translucent figure roaming the halls. Just prior to the ghostly image appearing on camera, lights were flickering repeatedly throughout the building. A string of mysterious incidents at the school had led to a team of paranormal experts to investigate the activity. They believe the footage is genuine and there's no possible way someone could alter the footage, because of how well secured the surrounding area is. Students have also experienced unusual activity, such as the bathroom and toilets flushing, and when they go in to check it out, nobody is there. The tragic history of Pocatello could be a reason why ghostly apparitions have made it their home. There have been 6 confirmed deaths, with a multitude of stories, myths, and rumors. For example, there's a story about a teen suicide pact, a child drowning in a swimming pool, to a librarian who hung herself on the chandelier. The other bizarre events include faculty who refuse to be alone in a theater at night since they have heard people whispering, and the piano played by itself when no one is around. Reports of people feeling a dark shadow loom over the rafters have spooked several students. Some of these accounts could be pure fiction, then again others could hold more weight. As for now, Pocatello High is visited by all types of students, including those not among the living. In 1987, Charles Southern was a 39-year-old English professor in Chicago. He somehow got involved with a New Age group called Conscious Development of Body, Mind, and Soul, run by a woman known as Terry Hoffman. Southern attended a meditation session by Hoffman. Soon after, his family found him walking the street aimlessly and acting out of character. Southern's behavior became so erratic he had to be hospitalized and finally broke all ties with Hoffman. Southern made an arrangement to take a trip to India sometime in December, but inexplicably disappeared. His family had no idea of his whereabouts. They found his passport and other belongings still inside his home, suggesting that he did not leave for his scheduled trip. A rather peculiar item was found at his residence. A vial containing a poison was found in a drawer, along with his clothing folded inside out, on a ceremonial stool with a hat on top to simulate the Nigerians' tribal symbol for death. Southern's family stumbled across two notes that looked to be his last will and testament. It named Terry Hoffman as executor of his estate, but the note was poorly written, and the family speculated that it was not signed by him. Hoffman was to be the beneficiary to many people associated with the group. Hoffman would stand to collect from insurance policies as much as $500,000, and thousands more from real estate, jewelry, and fine art. Those that were connected have either committed suicide or died under mysterious circumstances. Her own husband supposedly had cancer and decided to make a farewell video before committing suicide. An autopsy revealed there was no trace of cancer in his body. The family suspects Hoffman's involvement and filed a wrongful death suit against her. So far, she has not been charged for any of their deaths. Southern's case remains unsolved.